How your life with it's Category Records at the producers. We're gonna do it over. Here we go. Give me. Yeah, hold on, everybody. Give me, give me a big clap. 5, 4, 3, 2. How you doing this morning? Your life with it's Category Records at the North Film Festival here at the Producers Club and Theater in New York, New York by our best, biggest city in the game. All right, Times Square. I have a great, beautiful director here, great writer here, my homegirl Crystal. She's gonna introduce herself to you guys and tell you what film that she has. Go ahead, Chris.
Hi, I'm Crystal Muma Rivers. My film that I have in the festival is called Frozempic. It is a comedy. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then I also have a short screenplay that I wrote in the festival called Rage. That is a horror thriller.
Chris, when you gotta air the horror thriller?
So the horror thriller is actually being shot in April. And so I'm hoping to have it done. I mean, I know it's wishful thinking, but I'm hoping to have everything done by May. So that way it's ready to hit the festival circuit right away.
So that means we get the inside scoop and track on that for, seeing your boy Caddy's podcast and the North Film Festival in event, so I can make sure that I'm helping to gain the traction you want so that we could go crazy with this ASAP. How many hours of shooting time and writing time did you have for this project or any of these two projects?
Wow. So Frozempic, the one that I got into the festival, was actually an SNL callback. For SNL, they have you every year do a 5-minute character reel where you write, shoot, and create edit, direct everything, your own sketches. And so I did that last year, and their note was, we want to see more characters. So I was like, okay, I can do as many characters as. So I fit a bunch of characters into the Frozempic one, and it's 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then I still had an additional 4 minutes or so to write. I got the assignment on Wednesday, and it was due Friday by 9 a.m.
Oh my gosh, you didn't get no sleep.
No sleep. Yeah, I started writing right away. At first, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And I was like, it's SNL. I'm crazy if I don't do this. That is an opportunity. Yeah. So I took it and ran with it, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. So, for us, not just these two films, what's your next ultimate goal in film?
I am an advocate for performers with disabilities. I started writing when I became disabled, and it was kind of an outlet for me because I'd seen all the storylines and tropes of where, you become disabled and you heal magically and then like everything is okay. It's a happy ending. And so I expected that of myself when I first became disabled. I kept thinking, what's wrong with me? It's not like I've always seen. And what I didn't realize is what I'd always seen is the movies that were fed. Right. And the things that tell you that you're not normal until you heal or you get better. And so I was like, this is not the narrative that I am experiencing whatsoever, and it got me into writing. And I actually had a stroke where I couldn't speak for about 8 months, and so writing became my outlet and my voice, and I've been loving doing it ever since. And so so I write for 25% of the world is disabled, 25% of the population, so all of my screenplays will have at least 25% of the characters reflecting that. Oh wow. Yeah.
So what about books? Are you going to do books, novels, magazines, or anything?
I'm glad you asked that question. My first screenplay ever I wrote was way too long, 120 pages, horror feature. And it was a friend that was going to mentor me was like, yeah, I don't have time to read it, but you should send it to Slam Dance and get some notes. And so I was like, okay, well, I take all the advice I'm given. It's all learning. So I sent it to Slam Dance, and I paid for the notes. They sent me back 12 pages of like really distinct notes and said, you have a young adult novel series here, but if you want to make it into a feature, I would take this aspect, and this aspect. They did all of that. I rewrote the film taking all of their suggestions, and it won 11 screenplay festivals that year internationally. Yeah. You guys are awesome.
Oh my gosh. So that was the screenplay. Did you ever think about making that into a feature?
So that the actual screenplay is a feature film, and I started writing part 2, and then I realized making movies, it's easier to get funding and financing if you have a book first. So I started on the novel of that first original screenplay, and that's going to be my first novel basically as well. So I'm really excited. And then in the meantime, I'm still writing other screenplays. I always have 3 projects I'm working on at once.
You're the second person that told me that.
Really?
Yes, like I did a podcast. I did a podcast and with Keith. You know what I'm saying? Darwin said, "You gotta do the podcast with Keith. Hurry up. You gotta hurry up because he's very busy. So you gotta." So I do the podcast. He's like, "Yeah, you always gotta be working on 3 scripts at the same time because you always gotta keep yourself busy." And you just you elaborated on that. That is so insane.
And I just do that because I am ADHD, and so focus is really hard for me. So I have 3 I work on. So if I get stuck somewhere, I'm like, okay, I have an idea for my next one. Let me just go back to that. Jump around.
Yeah, so do people they be picking on you with your ADHD? Like they know you're all clean and how you operate, and they just come start moving. Do you ever just move stuff? Khaled, do you just move stuff on purpose just to drive her crazy? Like if she no, you don't. I'll be doing that. It's like people that write with their left hand. All right, I'll go there and I take the paper and they be writing and they be in their groove and I be like this. And they just look. You know how you get that look like, what the F are you doing? Yo, so how many festivals do you plan to hit every year, and how is before? Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, let's talk funding. How do you fund a lot of you know, what I'm saying, your films, and do you do websites? Do you just go get grants? Can you talk about the funding process?
So I'm actually learning about that myself because for this one I did everything on my own. Like all of it. But I'm actually looking at my screenplay that placed at Slam Dance is now with a pre-development team. So they, I guess, handle the funding side of things. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. But I know that I'm not going to be as lucky with every screenplay. And so I was just learning from the incredible class here, Stefan.
Oh, he's excellent. I can't wait to get him.
Oh my gosh.
I need Stefan too.
Yeah, Stefan de Ro.
I can't say it.
Stefano de Frey.
That's a dope name. Yo, my alias is Stefano de Frey. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you black.
So Stefano's class talked about fiscal sponsorship and how to basically get a fiscal sponsorship. You can get investors and they get 30% back on or 50% back on their return right away. Yeah. And it's also for a 501c3, so it can be a tax write-off. So I'm actually looking at fiscal sponsorship now, just learning that from the North Film Festival.
And under that 501c3, you know, you can pay yourself a little handsomely on the low. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, but I'm not just saying just do it for the money, but you can take care of yourself luxuriously. So, other than the 2 feature films, what festivals would you like to attend the rest of the year?
I really want to go to, okay, I always say it wrong. Cannes.
Con.
I always feel weird saying con because it sounds like a con, like.
So, and is it where is it at?
It's in France.
Is it France?
It is. It's South France.
Is it Rio de Janeiro? Is it over there, or is it just France? I don't know.
In it's on like the south on the water of France. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they say con over there.
Over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to work on it, man. You know, so I need to get there this year.
I'll be hopefully going there in May, and then Atlanta Film Festival, either right before or right after. I can't remember the order of the festivals. So
what category are you going in to the Atlanta Film Festival?
I actually work for the festival.
Oh, cheat code. Did you say cheat code?
I did.
Code? No.
Well, let me know if you submit a film.
Oh man. Mr. E, you got to submit a film to the Atlantic Film Festival, okay? So so that we could go there. I'll drive and we good.
I might eventually. In Big Bear, California.
I see wheels rolling and there's smoke signals going on up there. They talking in a whole nother hieroglyphic language. Crystal, I love having you here, and I appreciate you, and don't be no stranger. And can you give everybody where to find, you know what I'm saying, the Frozempic and all your other films to follow you?
Oh, yeah.
And She might throw a QR code on there, man. So, like a little GoFundMe or something. You guys make sure you send 99 cents, 50 cents, a quarter, $1. Don't be cheap, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to be overly expensive, but help the lady support and gain money for her travels and everything, right? So she's going to throw a QR code up there, all right? And y'all just click it, use one of those credit cards, throw some money on there, and say you're helping Goodwill, all right? Holla at your boy Caddy. Go ahead, baby.
You can find any of my projects on IMDb, just Crystal Rivers, or on Instagram at Crystal_Rivers_. Yeah, thank you so much.
I love you, girl. Oh, I can't wait to see you again. We're just going to wild out. And stay tuned. I got more podcasts coming. It's your boy, it's Caddy's Caddy Boy Records, the North Film Festival here at the Producer, Club and Theater here near Times Square where the ball drop. Holla at your boy, Caddy. Peace.